Hey, are you interested in buying some altcoins? Well, stay tuned because in this video I'm going to go through the whole process that explains how to do just that. Hi, my name is Alan and welcome to this video. On this channel I like to discuss all things cryptocurrency and I try to make everything as simple to understand as possible. So if you're new here, maybe consider subscribing to my channel. Remember, I'm not a financial advisor, so all the views I share on my videos are only my personal opinion. But let's get into it. This is a video on how to buy altcoins, but before we get into that, let me just briefly touch on some things regarding advice, whether you should be buying altcoins in the first place or not. If you've watched any of my previous videos, you'll know that I'm a firm believer in investing smartly and not just putting your hard-earned money into something that you've heard will make you a ton of money. You need to know that if you're prepared to put your money into something just because your work colleague or your buddy said that he thinks it's a good idea, you're gambling. Gambling is not a very good investment technique. There's a reason why casinos make so much money. That reason is they take a lot more money from the people that gamble there than what they give out. This is most likely what will happen to you if you buy a bunch of cryptocurrency without doing your own research. Unfortunately, there's no such thing as a guaranteed way of making a ton of money overnight, even though there's so many people out there that say they can make this happen for you. If you accept that you need to put in effort, commitment and have a lot of patience, then you can succeed at making profits from your crypto investments. One last thing I'd like to mention, please do not ever give your money to any person claiming that he can take your money and multiply it using crypto or some sort of investment platform. There are so many scammers out there claiming that they guarantee that they will multiply your money like overnight or within a short period of time. I've seen a lot of people fall for these scams and they've lost thousands of dollars, so please beware. Okay, that's enough of this negativity. Let's get into the process of buying altcoins. So the process of buying altcoins starts with getting hold of Bitcoin. So if you already have Bitcoin, then this is going to be pretty simple. But if you don't have any Bitcoin yet, just go and watch my video that I made going through the entire process of buying Bitcoin using the Luna exchange, which is the exchange that's the best if you live in South Africa. So the first thing you need to do obviously is I'm using the Binance exchange. It's my preferred exchange. It's a very popular exchange at the moment. It's been working pretty well for me. So what we're going to do today is we're going to buy some ethos, some more ethos. I already have a bit of ethos. I'm going to buy a little bit more just for demonstration purposes. So the first step to do once you've bought your Bitcoin and once you've opened your Binance account is to go here to this funds balances page, and then you're going to say buy Bitcoin. You see here's all the assets. Your balances will be zero obviously when you just opened an account, but at this Bitcoin line you're going to click on deposit, and that'll give you the information you need to be able to deposit your Bitcoin that you bought through Luna or whatever local exchange you use to do that. It'll give you your wallet address. This is basically your wallet on Binance. So Binance has the private keys for this wallet. It's not your own wallet. It is your own wallet, but it's held by Binance. It's on their servers. So what we're going to do is we're going to copy this. We're going to copy this address, and we're going to go to your wallet. The wallet I'm using is Exodus. This is my favorite wallet, and then you're going to go to your Bitcoin assets and click send. Let's see how much Bitcoin am I going to send. Let's do 0.01. And we're putting my address there. The best method to send Bitcoin or any other digital currency is to copy and paste, so the chances are minimized to making a mistake with the address. If you send your Bitcoin to the wrong address, unfortunately there's no way to really get that money back, so you really have to be careful. So even when you copy and paste, I still double check. So I just check it starts with IND, one ND and ends with BVK. So yeah, that looks right. And just make sure that this is definitely the Bitcoin wallet. You can often make a mistake and click on the wrong one, and if you try and send Bitcoin to say your Ethos wallet, It probably won't work, but if it does and it sends the money off, your money might get lost and you'll never be able to get it back. So just be very careful. Make sure you have the right coin selected and that you copied the address correctly. Okay, and click send. Send. And within a few minutes, that money should be in your Binance account. Okay, as you can see, that transaction has come through. It probably took about maybe a little bit more than 10 minutes to complete. You'll see that it says your coins will be deposited into this account after 2 network confirmations. So on my Exodus wallet, I clicked on that transaction, and if you click on this link over here at the transaction ID, it'll open up a page that looks like this, which shows you the details of the actual blockchain transaction that's taking place. And it'll show you once there's a confirmation, and it'll show you again once there's 2 confirmations. So as soon as there's 2 confirmations on the network, then the balance is available in your Binance wallet. Okay, so then the other thing I wanted to mention earlier was when you set up your Binance account, make sure that you enable 2-factor authentication. Either by getting an SMS on your mobile phone or using Google Authenticator. It's really it's quite a big step in security, and really prevents anyone from being able to access your account. Okay, so the next step to buy some Ethos would be to go back to your balances page on Binance, and then at Ethos, mine is now at the top of my list because it sorts according to your balance. With you, it'll probably be down here somewhere. You'll have to search for it, or you could type in the search box here, BQX. That's the identifier for the Ethos coin. On the Ethos line, you would click then trade, and you would select Binance with Bitcoin. So you can either trade your Ethereum for Ethos, or you can trade your Bitcoin for Ethos. Seeing as we deposited Bitcoin, we're going to trade Bitcoin for Ethos. So then this exchange page will open. It looks very similar to the one that we saw in my Luno exchange video. Most of these exchanges all work on the same principle. Let me briefly go over what's all on this page. So here in the middle is obviously the chart, which is the Bitcoin versus Ethos price chart. And you can change, just like any other chart, you can change the time frame of the chart. Over here, trade history is all the trades that have been taking place, the price at which the trade was done. Green ones are buy trades, and red ones are sell trades, the quantity and the time they took place. Not very important. Then over here on the left, this is actually the most important part of the page. This is the order book. So in the middle here, if you watch my video about the Bitcoin terms, this is what's called the spread. The spread is the difference between the highest price anyone's willing to sell their Ethos for and the lowest price that anyone's willing to buy it for. So this fluctuates up and down, but that's not that important to know either. Basically, this order book consists out of the top ones over here. These are the sell orders that people have put in, and these are the buy orders. So if we're going to buy some Ethos, we're basically going to be buying from someone else who's selling it, from one of these orders that are open in the order book. So in this middle section over here, this is where you submit or you create your order, either a sell order or a buy order. In our case, we want to buy some Ethos using our Bitcoin. So in here, you're going to enter in your price. So you're going to want to choose your price carefully, because the default price that they put in this box, it's slightly higher than the current price that you can buy it for. So I normally choose a price which is close to the top over here. So I'm going to put in the price of 33561. 33561. Over here, you put the amount of Ethos you want to buy. So it'll automatically suggest that the max amount that you can buy with your current Bitcoin balance is 40 Ethos. So I'm going to put in 40, and that's going to cost me, okay, I deposited 0.01 Bitcoin, but I actually had a little bit in my account before I deposited, so I have a little bit more than 0.1. So my 40 Ethos at this price that we put in here is going to cost 0.0136 Bitcoin. So because the market is so liquid and changing all the time, just before you hit buy, you just want to make sure that you still close to the top with your price there. So you see the price has already changed quite significantly. So let's change it from 561 to 666 at the top there and hit buy. And it'll say order submitted, and you'll see your under your open orders, your order will be there for the amount of 40 ethos and the price that you submitted. So as the selling price changes and your price gets to the top of the order book, your order will start executing. And you'll see on this price there's only 43 ethos that needs to be sold. So as soon as the order book gets to this price, it'll sell off pretty quickly. If we selected this price, for example, where there's 484 ethos to be sold, it might take a little bit more time. It might go to that price and then fall down again and then go up again a few times before your order actually gets completed. But there you go. As we speak, the price changed enough and the order went through, and we are now 40 ethos richer. You see the order move from open orders to your order history, and there's our order right there. So if we go to our balances now again, we'll see that our ethos balance got adjusted accordingly. One thing you'll want to do to save you some money is go to your account settings and turn on this little button here to indicate that you want to use Binance coin to pay for your transaction fees. Basically how that works is Binance charges a certain percentage of your transaction as a fee which goes to them. If you buy Binance's coins and use that to pay for your fees, they only charge you half the amount. So if we're going to charge you, say, 0.5% for your transaction, if you have this on, they're going to only charge you 0.25%, for example. It varies from coin to coin, but yeah, basically you're going to pay half for your transaction fees. So to do that, you follow exactly the same process as we did now. Go to balances and find the Binance coin and say trade, and use some Bitcoin to buy a bit of Binance coin. Even if you don't want to own a lot of Binance coin, just buy a few of them just to cover your transaction fees for buying and selling different altcoins. Another thing to note is that, as I explained earlier, these wallet addresses that Binance holds, that Binance has for your assets, they hold the private keys to those accounts, and all these wallets are on Binance's servers. So if you're buying a large amounts of cryptocurrency or altcoins, I suggest that you withdraw them to your software wallet, which is on your laptop or on your mobile phone. The security is much better on a wallet where you control your own private keys. So the process of withdrawing funds from your Binance account is similar to the process of depositing. You select your asset that you want to withdraw, and then you go to your wallet. So in my case, my Exodus wallet, and you go to the wallet of the asset that you want to withdraw, and you click on receive. And again, you would copy the address, paste it in here, and double check the address and submit. And as soon as that transaction gets confirmed on the network, the funds will be safe and sound in your personal wallet. Just note that the fees to withdraw funds from your Binance wallets are pretty high. So like I say, only if the value is extremely high of your assets, I would suggest doing this. I wouldn't suggest buying 10 ethos and then withdrawing it, because you're going to pay such high fees that it won't be worthwhile. So I would suggest, if you have a small amount of altcoins in your Binance wallets, leave it on Binance until it gets to a significant amount, and then do a withdrawal to your private wallet. So I think that about covers it. It's pretty straightforward. Once you've done it once, you'll see it's not so difficult at all. One other tip I want to mention is, if you want to buy, say, ethos like we did today, go to tradingview.com or your favorite cryptocurrency chart website, and look at the price comparison between Bitcoin, the currency you're buying with, and the currency you want to buy. So in this case, the ethos versus Bitcoin chart. It doesn't really matter what the US dollar value of Bitcoin or ethos is at the moment. What really matters is the relationship between the Bitcoin that you're buying with and the ethos that you're buying. So this chart shows us that at the moment it's probably a good time to buy some ethos using your Bitcoin. If the chart was still there, I wouldn't buy then. I would wait until the chart goes a little bit lower before I buy. And that's it. It's as simple as that. So now you can go ahead and buy altcoins without worrying about the process. I've left a link in the description to Binance. This is my affiliate link, so if you buy altcoins using that link, I will make some commission. So just want to be transparent about that. If you don't want to do it that way, you don't have to. I also left a link to the Luno exchange if you need to still buy yourself some Bitcoin. In my video about buying Bitcoin through Luno, there's also a lot of other tips, how to set up yourself a wallet and various other things. So I suggest watching that before you make the step into buying altcoins if you haven't watched it already. So don't be shy to let me know in the comments if I missed something or if there's something that you think I should have covered which I didn't. If you enjoyed this video or you learned something, please give me a thumbs up. It really helps my channel, and I'll see you guys next time.